Hey guys, we're here at Universal Studios. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to get future updates.
Protected from that water so they don't get wet. And one final thing for your safety and for the safety of those around you, please do not use any selfie sticks while you're on the tour, alright? Now folks, we are traveling down our Universal Studios timeline of amazing films. You know, we've been making movies for over 100 years. Pretty exciting. These are just a few of the classics. Some of the favorites, got some of my favorites out there. E.T., Apollo 13, Back to the Future. Many of the films you're seeing here on either side of town were made right here on the studio lot. Like I said, we're going to show you how those films and television shows were made. One thing that a lot of people don't realize is that most production takes place inside of our sound stages. Sound stage is like a giant empty warehouse, a blank canvas that we can create our worlds inside of. Now these sound stages are specifically designed to block out the sound of the outside world. However, we're going to pass right next to some of our most busy, popular sound stages, so I'm going to turn the volume down just a little bit as we pass. Now the first sound you're going to see is coming up on the left-hand side. It's where we film The Voice with host Carson Daly.
Hi everybody, I'm Carson Daly from NBC's The Voice. I want to welcome you to the Universal Front Lot. Our show is filmed on stage 12. It happens to be the largest sound stage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
That's right. It's also housed some of the largest sets that have been ever created for film, like these. All of the mission control sequences.
Realism was an essential element of Apollo 13. After all, we are recreating built mission control. Since there was no room for the elaborate camera cranes and tracks we needed for the shot, we had to build our own mission control. Everything had to be exact, even down to the tiniest detail.
Now, right here about how we build our own sets. Well, we build a lot of our sets. Exciting Thursday nights. Left-hand side, we have some of our production offices. Now, these used to be dressing rooms and fully furnished living spaces for some of Hollywood's hottest stars. I'm talking about Rock Hudson, Doris Day, Jimmy Stewart. While they were working for Universal Studios, they actually had the option of living right here on the lot. Made the commute set pretty nice. Just hop on a golf cart, and there you go. However, now these buildings have been converted into production offices for some of Hollywood's hottest writers, directors, and producers. You also find production companies like Illumination Entertainment. They're the producers of all the Despicable Me films, The Secret Life of Pets, and all the Minions movies. They make those movies right here in these offices. Many other production companies have partnered with Universal Studios, including the Dino De Laurentiis, the De Laurentiis company, production company out there on the left-hand side. That's actually inside Alfred Hitchcock's old office. You can still see his famous silhouette there on the side of bungalow 5195. We're now passing by some of our newer sound stages. The left-hand side, we have stage 22. That is where they filmed the TV show Will and Grace. That's right, that airs Thursday nights on NBC. Starring Deborah Messing, Eric McCormick, Megan Mullally, and Sean Hayes. Right next door, we have a pretty new sitcom there called Backlots for our large exterior shots on a grand scale. And we say we have the world just around the corner here on the Universal Studios lot because we can make these backlot sets look like virtually any scene in the world. A little set decoration. Right-hand side, you'll start to see our metropolitan sets. Now, coming up on the right, we have Brownstone Street. That's where Mindy lived on the Mindy Project. But you might also recognize it from the movie Bruce Almighty, Jim Carrey, and Jennifer Aniston.
Raise the dog! In the shower! Inside bad, outside good. Inside bad, outside good. Oh, you're done now.
Beautiful. Folks, we are now traveling down the very same street that Marty McFly took his time traveling DeLorean 88 miles per hour and went back to the future. Here is Courthouse Square, which played the town of Hill Valley in the Back to the Future films. Let's hear from writer producer Bob Gale. What it was like filming?
It was actually the back lot of Courthouse Square and inspire the entire climax to Back to the Future.
I had feelings up there. I would love to tell more about it.
New York City.
Hey, I'm walking here! I'm walking here!
Hey, it's cool, guys. I was just walking there. So it's not exactly New York, but a lot of times when you see New York in the movies, it was shot right here on the Universal Metro sets. If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Even if you make it here on the Universal lot.
Now our Metro sets, and specifically New York Street, some of those popular filming locations on our back lot. Television shows like American Ninja Warrior are shot here. In fact, they set up an entire obstacle course right on New York Street. You can see American Ninja Warrior on NBC. Also, television shows like SWAT with Shamar Moore shot an episode right out here. Larger than life movies like The Fate of the Furious and Transformers shot in this area. Now these buildings, they look like the real deal. However, they're what we call facades.
Oh man, the burner!
It's dangling off a cliffside here. It's actually a parking structure on the front lot. The Bug Medical Lab we actually have right here on display on the left-hand side there. Now, it looks very heavy in real life, right? It looks like a very metallic. It's actually made out of very lightweight wood so they can hang off that cliff. What kind of wood, you ask? Hollywood. Oh, look at that. That's some of our dinosaur friends. They'd like to come out and say hello to you. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're so sweet. They're dying to meet you. Or they're dying to eat you. I'm not sure. One of those two. But I do know if they spit at you, that is a good sign. That means they like you. That's how they become friends with you. So, Westworld. This is the town of Pariah right here. Also, the Three Amigos. Shot right in front of that church facade there. Steve Martin, Martin Short, Chevy Chase. Now, we're going to cross the border from Old Mexico into the heart of 6 Points, Texas. Folks, more films have been shot right here than anywhere else in the world. Let's take a look at a good old-fashioned Western duel shot here in 6 Points.
We just have to top it out, that's all.
Well, I think we're going to mosey on out of 6 Points as well. And as we do, if you take a look at the door frames on either side of the train, you might notice that some of them were made to be a little bit shorter than an average door frame. Why would you do that? Well, some of our Western stars were a little bit vertically challenged. So, if you want to make an actor look taller on screen, what you might do in our Little Europe sets, some of the oldest sets on our lot. Now, we're about to see our Little Europe sets. Right now, however, they are decorated and being used for the exterior shot locations of The Good Place. That's right, Good Place, again, with Ted Danson, Kristen Bell, that actually just came back for a new season on NBC. Well, let's see how it goes here.
You, Eleanor Shellstrom, are dead.
Cool.
This location, the afterlife, come on. I've never ever seen this. You're in the good place.
I'm not supposed to be here. can't risk going to the bad place.
Maybe it's not all that bad.
How can I help you?
What is the bad place like?
Well, it doesn't sound awesome.
So welcome to our little yard sets, otherwise known as the Afterlife here in the Good Place. One of my favorite set decorations. I love all the little storefronts and more frozen yogurt shops per capita than anywhere in the world or in the Afterlife. But like I mentioned, this is the film location for some of our earliest classic monster movies. And on the right-hand side is what we call our Court of Miracles. Films like Japanese Notre Dame, again, Frankenstein and Dracula, classic monster movies.
Fingers anything with monsters. Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, Bride, Frankenstein, The Mummy, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, Phantom of the Opera. Classic films are just brilliantly made. That Frankenstein image, flat.
Now the way we designed this was we had the tracks leading up to the doors there, so we can actually drive right through this soundstage, right on the train tracks. Give you guys an opportunity to see what it looks like when it's all lit and decorated. We do have a new production coming in here starting tomorrow, so that's why we got the equipment all set up. And you can see all the props in place. And again, a prop is any object that an actor uses in a scene. Props can also be used to decorate our sets. So right now we have our props decorating this subway station as a San Francisco BART station in the late 90s. Folks, I think we might have a little earthquake here, but it's from time to time, Southern California, just remain calm. Okay. All right, so let me keep going, folks. Hang on, keep going, folks. Making sure everything is safe for our arrival. My buddy George is out there right now. Everybody say hi, George. George? Uh-oh. No, George, there's another shark out there. George, get out of the water. George, there you are. Get in the boat right now. What are you doing? No, out of the water. What? Oh, goodness. Oh, boy. Hey, George, you doing okay, man? Let me, see if... Oh, wow. Okay. Everybody say bye, George.
Bye, George.
George's gonna do some real deep sea diving to look for that shark. We're gonna hide behind this pier until we figure out where the shark went. Oh wow. All right, George's got a lot of guts to be out there. Television's most famous street, Wisteria Lane, home to ABC's The Desperate Housewives. Show you around the neighborhood here, folks.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
this beautiful neighborhood is also used for NBC's TV show Abby's, starring Natalie Morales. Along before that, one of my favorite comedies growing up, The Burbs, starring Tom Hanks. You can shot right here. In fact, Tom Hanks' character lived in the blue house up on the left-hand side. There he is on the porch. Also, Casper the Friendly Ghost shot here, and Ellieville. And my favorite house on the left-hand side there, the blue and brick house, because you see that sign that says restrooms? Well, that house has the only working bathrooms in the entire neighborhood. That's because these are all facades, folks. They're not real houses. They're empty inside. And we use these for our exterior shots. And then when we want to film the interior of the homes, we'll actually recreate the downward sound scenes. That gives a lot more lighting. And some very scary things going on around the corner. Speaking of those scary things around the corner, the Who's have a pretty scary neighborhood because they actually live right next to the Bates Motel.
We all go to a match sometimes.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision and speed.
To sit down and talk about Florida. That thought, what if the 747 goes on right in a big neighborhood? Because
In the movies, that's right, we're going to put you into an intense action sequence for Fast